What is up? Oh, wait, hold on a second. Wait, what? What? What is up, guys? I'm the Motorcycle Mick, and today we are doing a live question and answer session. This is my first time really doing this. I intended to use my GoPro to use this to do a live stream, but the problem is that YouTube only allows those with 1,000 subscribers or more to live stream for mobile. So with that being said, we are in my editing area, which is obviously just my bedroom. And I'm here to answer questions for you guys. So ask away, and before you guys start having some questions or whoever get more people in here, what we're going to do is go and kind of talk about myself a little bit. And I know I don't know how these really normally go over, but yeah, you guys have obviously seen my cat before. Come here, buddy. Hallie, come here. Hey, you. Yes, you. Come here. I know you'll walk across it. Come on. Oh, this failed attempts. But a little bit about me. Oh, there'll be another one. I'm 26. I have two Harleys, which you guys have seen. One is of which a Heritage Classic, or Heritage Softail Classic, or Softail Heritage Classic, however way you want to put it. And that has the 114. And then also I have my 2013 Sportster 1248. I have two cats, obviously. I have a fiance that's probably out somewhere watching me from here. I'm not sure. And I really enjoy riding. Kind of talking about the reason why I started a YouTube channel is because there's a lot of people on the internet that have motovlogging and motorcycle videos. And not a lot of them actually have Harleys. And most of the kids my age, or young adults or adults my age, don't even actually have Harleys because of whatever their reasons are. But I want to be able to show people the way that I love, which is riding bikes in general, and specifically about my Harleys and how they've actually really moved toward in the future. The reason I started YouTube is, another reason, I guess, the reason I started YouTube is because we are living in a perfect time to document things going on, to be able to have like a record of it. And for me, that is the ability to go and show my future kids, future people, my family, whoever, and have it documented, everything I got to do, everything I saw, and seeing a different side of me. Because by the time I have kids, into their age where they really understand things, it might seem weird to them looking back and seeing their dad at such a young age. I've been riding, not motorcycles, but I've been riding something my whole life. I originally started off riding on dirt bikes, four-wheelers, quads. Eventually moved to a little trail bike. That's kind of where I learned to use a clutch. And now we're where we're at now, where I've got two Harleys, and I love it. And this one needs to stop causing havoc. Ugh. So, what are some of the questions that you guys have? I'm here to answer, and that's what I'm really excited about, is finally being able to have the ability to answer questions that people might have for me. So I will sit here and share the link to everyone. In hindsight, I probably should have this first, but this is my first time really live streaming, so it's a learning experience. He is really pissed. Hmm? Yeah, Hal, you in there? What? Come here. He literally blends in. If you're looking at it like, you know, yeah, he just blends. No, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. If it does, you gotta give it time. I could probably take my boots off now because I've been really warm wearing my boots. he over there causing shenanigans again? The difference between a heritage. Well, hello, Ashley Nicolette. What is the difference between a heritage and a fat bob? Well, they're both softail models, but a fat bob is more along the lines of sportier sense. It's got a single headlight, and it's more along the lines for a great city bike. I mean, I guess it could be really good use for a touring bike if they did offer a way to fabricate some tour bags for it, or tour pack for it, or some saddlebags, which I think eventually they will, because you see the Panamera, and you can't have an adventure bike like that without having some form of saddlebag on it. But it's also just a really fun around town bike. To me, I mean, you saw in my stuff that my actually was on my Instagram. I posted a picture, and to me that was really cool because having the ability to sit on a bike like that and thinking back, maybe things might have been different had I had the chance to get the right selling point on it. And after sitting on it, I realized that eventually I will have one. 100% eventually we'll have a fat bob there. The way it sits, the way it's can sound is just fun. But back to more about me. Not to sound self-centered, but this, I guess, is kind of the point. I start off with probably, I don't know, no life in me. I was born in June. Actually, it was just my birthday. For my birthday, I got to go drag racing, which, if you have never been drag racing before in your life, I 100% recommend it. It is probably the top thing I've ever done. It's a complete thrill being able to go as fast as you want or fast as you can on in a controlled environment with a maintained course. Actually makes it 100% worth it. And on top of that, I mean, the whole point of having motorcycles is to be able to have fun with them. And the problem with them, people you see on the internet and the people that you see do motovlogging are the ones that actually go out and get hurt because they're doing wheelies, or which, if you can do it, that's cool. But you got to think of who you're catering to, and some kid might want to try and do that or learn to do it and then get hurt, like in the videos you see where they wreck their motorcycle and get severely hurt, if not fatally. But yeah, we'll keep this going for about a half hour and see what we get. We start getting more people. But now I've got the technical difficulties worked out of the way, it should make it a lot easier. Also, too, I have content, but I got some bigger things coming up and really want to be able to build on that. And so I needed to take everything I have and be able to upload it in a format that will be good. Plus, I'm still looking for that stupid GoPro adapter. Like, who makes a camera that's $350 and you got to pay another $50 to be able to communicate to your audience? Like, for them to be able to hear you. Like, that's just outrageous. That's ridiculous. And GoPro doesn't have any answers for that. But all in all, I will say the GoPro Hero 7 has probably been the best camera I could get, just because it's great for what I use it for and it operates smoothly. I will say that right now. It really, that hyper smooth, like it is unrealistic the quality of content that you get from it. And I wish there was some way I could. I'm sure GoPro eventually will have a way to stream in 4K, and hopefully, by that time they'll have a better verification process for Google. I know Google owns YouTube, and I think that's a problem that I ran into is they want to make sure you have 1,000 subscribers to be able to stream on mobile. And I think the way they could grow that better is if they actually had a verification process for those below 1,000 to see that they're actually content creators and not just someone that's trying to commit some vulgar act live. But the problem is that they allow for people to post things on the internet that are viral, but also might be bad. But at the same time, it restricts other creators like me, where I have less than 1,000 subscribers, and that's what kills me because they're really putting down the small guy. I mean, really trying to build an audience in YouTube. If anyone ever told you it's easy, it's not. Trying to build up an audience from nothing, and there's certain ways you can go about it. I mean, clickbait works to get people to do views, but to get honest subscribers that come and watch your channel all the time, that's something that everyone should strive for. I mean, you shouldn't just be doing clickbait videos, and it's really annoying that I see someone that takes certain things or compiles videos, and they have a million subscribers. And when you have a million subscribers, and all you do is just upload videos of things other people do, you get the credit for that, and that smaller person doesn't. Because how many people actually get subscribers from things like Moto Madness? I mean, it's a good way to get them out there, but just like every other people that make videos, there's always that specific group that really wants to be catered to. And so they're going to get the people that are higher up and streaming or higher up in the subscriber count. They all help each other out and all these things. But trying to promote a YouTube channel when you're growing is really hard. I mean, the amount of work that goes into it is almost, it is a second job. But don't let yourself to get discouraged, because when you're making content, or if you have never decided to make a YouTube video and you want to think about it, I will say go for it, because there's a lot of effort you're going to put in. There's a lot of letdowns you're going to have. You're going to put a lot of effort into a video and it's not going to get a lot of views. Then you're going to put less effort into another video and it's going to get a bunch of views. And trying to figure out what your target market is for YouTube videos or in any social media in that sense, you have to really figure out your target audience and build that target audience so that they're going to be captive and want to communicate with you and follow you everything you do. Every time I've seen a YouTube channel that is very successful, either A, they've had someone else get them there, which is not a problem because everyone has their own path they take. But another problem that arises is that YouTube it's not so much jealousy. I do appreciate that comment, man. It's not jealousy. And I'm not expecting anything. I'm just trying to talk to people that are not into YouTube videos and that want to build something. I'm not worried about what other people are doing because I put enough effort and time into what I'm doing that I don't have time to worry about others. I'm just letting people know that if you're trying to build a YouTube channel, that you have to work hard. Things don't just get handed to you. And that's what I really want people to take out of this, that don't take any discouragement, which you'll have plenty of, just to look at someone else and be like, wow, they just got things handed to them. That don't worry about other people, worry about yourself, worry about making good content consistently. That is the big one. Doing things consistent. And your hard work will pay off. And whether it's a month or 5 years, I mean, you got to look at both sides of that. But no, I'm not jealous. I'm actually really happy for all those people on YouTube that have been able to build up their audience and be able to do what they love every day. And that's awesome. Hopefully one day that's going to be something that's a possibility for me. But until that point, I get to watch them and learn from their content. I'm not going to sit there and bash someone else's content because it's just not what I like. And with everything that's going on YouTube nowadays, you can see the work people put into it. But no, I'm not worried about good things. The one thing I am saying about those compilation channels is that they're cool, but also they're getting credit for content someone else did. What's up, Billy? Am I saying that right? Billy? Okay. Hello. But I mean, I I want people to be able to get credit for what's due. You know what I mean? Like you said, don't expect good things. Don't worry about what else is doing. I'm not. But also, when you see someone, I know the effort that goes into creating YouTube videos and for your channel, and then someone can take that video and put it on theirs and make money off of it, while the person that's trying to build up their audience may not get much recognition for it. And I mean, some of those people do make videos just to go on those. But I want people to be able to understand that it's not easy. I mean, putting videos up every Tuesday and Thursday alone is it's very time intensive. And it makes me respect those channels that upload every day, 100%. I mean, I have 100% respect for those channels that upload every day because the ability to film and then upload, it would take a lot out of you. And I've seen it. That's where I want to talk to you guys about what I do, which is motorcycling videos of all sorts, whether it's gear, parts, riding, and kind of get your guys' feel for some of the things you like to see. I have opportunities available to me, and I would think it'd be really cool to be able to see what you guys, or hear what you guys want to see out there for this, and kind of work together on it, because there's ideas that people have that I might not think of, and there's ideas I have that others might not think of. So whatever you guys are doing, I think it'd be really cool to get your opinions on where this could go. But once again, Gypsy Jen, I really appreciate it. It's always nice to get honest comments where people really can look at things from an outside perspective. Because you know what, there's always a bit of jealousy in everything. Every time, even if you don't realize it, if you're driving down the road and you see someone driving a nicer car, you're in your mind, you're thinking, "Man, I wish I could have that nicer car." That's a vaporizer. I actually quit smoking cigarettes 5 years ago now, and that was probably one of the hardest struggles of my life. And then because of this, I've actually given up using chewing tobacco too. And it's difficult, but I appreciate it. In my mind, like I said earlier, is I'm doing these videos because not only just for me and other people to see cool things, but to tell the story of my life. I mean, one day when I have kids, when they become old enough to understand things, they can look back and be like, "Oh, that's my dad at 26, well, 25 when I really started doing it." And also, too, something I'd like to talk about is viral videos. I mean, not viral in the sense of like millions of views, but something that's going to get people's attention. May not always lead to good stuff, not good stuff, but lead you to a path of initial videos. I don't know. If they did leave, we'll get more people in here. It's always a good thing to have people that are willing to comment and talk, because then you can get more people to talk in the chat. I mean, I honestly would like to have people ask questions about me or about what I do, or, I mean, motorcycles. I know a lot of people have a aversion to motorcycles because they're dangerous, and I mean inherently they are dangerous because you're on two wheels versus four. But even the earliest and easiest form of transportation was a bicycle. Someone, you know, someone strapped a motor on it and built on it to become what it is today. I mean, I don't know. It's probably the 4th of July. I always upload videos every Tuesday and Thursday, and kind of want to do something different for the 4th of July because I knew people would be off, but also with their families. So I'm not upset about it. You know, family is always something that I've hold strong in my heart. Plus, I was supposed to be doing this live on my bike, but like I said, yep, it's Independence Day here in the United States. I don't. Where are you from? Seems like it was yeah, it was like what 4 days ago was Canada Day. We're all getting our independence from England. Finland. Wow. I've always wanted to visit there. I hear it's extremely beautiful, and the people are extremely friendly. I would love to be able to. I mean, that's a dream day is when I'm able to come over to Europe, especially visit Finland, Sweden, a few other places, and be able to rent a motorcycle and ride it through there because that'd just be really cool to me. Yeah, I mean, initially I want to build up where I'm at and then be able to take like a month or two and go riding through Europe. I mean, that'd be one thing that would be really cool to me. Start off in Great Britain and ride. They have that tunnel there. I've been to England and Ireland before, and I've got yeah. Well, here we have over in Europe. You guys are very pretty stiff about distracted driving. Over here, it's people still do it because they don't really get punished enough, and so that's where you get all these accidents. All these people are distracted, causing damage and havoc. I mean, end game, I want everyone to go home at night when they're riding. And when you have teenagers that watch their parents text and drive and do all these bad things, it really can affect the way they learn because then they're like, well, if my parents do it, I can do it. Or even if the parents yell at them, then they'll think they're being a hypocrite. But I really would like to have that opportunity to ride around Europe, just take some time and do that and be able to show other places because eventually I'm going to start riding across the U.S., and that's going to be a long, fun trip. And we'll see where that leads to. And then Europe, because I mean, eventually I want to have like a list of places I've ridden a bike. You know, my bike would be in the U.S. and overseas. I'm not going to ship my bike over there. Plus, I don't think they. I mean, I don't know how they really look at it overseas. I know you guys don't have all the crazy emission standards we do because our EPA is just going overboard. I mean, I had to work the first 3 days of the week and what I do on a daily basis, which may, either way, yeah, is just physically exhausting. And I work with some pretty dangerous chemicals daily. So eventually I'd like to move away from that. Uh, Dangerous chemicals are not something I'm really a fan on. How long have I been doing videos? Well, initially I made a couple videos. I kind of tried to start it back when I was just using an iPhone, and that's a great way to start. Really making videos, I would probably say in May, May or early spring, I started actually really going into editing videos. And when I really started editing videos is when I kind of, it's discouraging at first because it's a lot of time and energy, but then you get addicted to it. So probably about what, May, June, July, 3 months, around there, 3.5 months, I've been actually making videos consistently for my channel and building up actually, no, 2 months, because it would have been just when it was getting nice out. So, yeah, building on my channel, building an audience. And it's been a lot of work, but I'm really excited to get close to that 100 subscriber mark. That's kind of a little milestone for me, starting from 2 people that subscribe to my channel to where I'm at now. And I really should have capitalized on it back when I was initially making the first few videos I had. And the first video, actually, I put an exhaust on my bike. If you look at my channel, I have a tab performance video, an update video. Well, the initial video, thank you. I appreciate the subscribe. But yeah, my initial video I put up was actually filmed with my iPhone for the tab performance muffs. And that got, I think it's at 5,500 views now. And I didn't really capitalize on that, making videos, just because at the time I didn't really think about it. And so when I get people that are interested in what I do or interested in my personality, like having someone drop into a live chat and create a good conversation with me, I really appreciate having people that are, actively involved, because I'd rather have 100 actively involved subscribers than 1,000 that are just subscribed to, have a subscriber count. And that's why I'm really building my channel, is having an active audience. And today, I knew today would be iffy just because of the fact that I'm doing this on the 4th of July, so everyone's with family, and they might be on their phones, they might be near something they can watch, but I really wanted to finally do something like this where I can answer questions, kind of talk about myself in the beginning, and show people my awesome, crazy helmet I wear. Nope, I will be with my family later. But for right now, I'm doing my life. I like consistency, and this is part of my consistency. What's up, Ariel? That's my little black cat. I got a bigger one around here somewhere. But I'll be with my family later. I'm a very consistent person. And if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. So uploading videos every Tuesday and Thursday is something I stick to. So I will be, but for right now, I am with my other family, which are the people that are involved with my channel. So, and then getting updates on my phone. Plus, it's a beautiful day out, and I already got to ride a little bit today. I had to go check on some puppies. Yes, I do watch sports. I watch hockey, football, baseball, rugby, and what sports do you watch? But yeah, rugby is probably my favorite just because it's a better version of football. Granted, I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan, die hard till the very end. And living in Detroit, that's not easy, especially since the last time they came here, Seattle beat them pretty good. No, man, I do watch sports. Right now, it's kind of the off season for sports. We got baseball starting up. Well, baseball's been going on, so I've been keeping track of that. I'm a dire Tigers fan too. But for us, it's weird with the seasons because hockey ends in the late spring, and then baseball starts up, and then some football, and that's really all we have for professional sports. And then rugby is something I have to find places to watch it just because it's not really a live sport here in the U.S., which I think could be a possibility. Nope. I do watch some football from where you're from, or soccer as we call it here. What are the other sports I haven't heard of? I'm intrigued by this. I know soccer. I know hockey. I might have to look these sports up and see what they look like. Just if I haven't heard of them, I probably want to because you all have some crazy fun sports over there that are cool. It's iMac actually is pretty. I'm using my editing computer to do this, by the way. Got this computer and I ended up using it more than my fiance did, and that built up. That was pretty cool. Also, they did send me a T-shirt. Pesapalo. Floorball, I actually have heard of. What is? It's kind of like baseball, but not. Is Pesapalo the one that's kind of like baseball and cricket combined? I think I've maybe seen that. I'm probably even saying that wrong because in the finish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think I've seen that because I sometimes look up crazy like just sports you don't know about and floorball that that one actually is pretty good. You know what? There's a thing going around trying to get. They were talking about the handball, which is a sport I actually think is fun, being in actually an Olympic sport, which I think would be cool to have handball in that because it's. I don't really know how it's like hockey and I to explain it all together. It's weird. But I think it'd be a cool sport. What are some other crazy sports you guys have over there? It'd be 100% worth it to look it up to see them because really, I mean, I always like the oddball sports though. For me, I mean, you get repetitive when you get to professional sports, so you start looking up the ones that are a little bit out there, and once they're out there, they become more fun to watch. And we actually had a gym teacher. Hello from Morocco. Well, hello. That's cool. We have people from Finland, people from Morocco. So right now we're talking about crazy sports. In Finland, they have some awesome sports. Whereas I'm sure Morocco's got some cool sports too. There's got to be some crazy sports that Morocco has. Because I'm honestly going to look these like the ones I don't know. I'm going to look up. I will like I have my phone right here. I'm going to look them up because I want to know. Hello there from the White House. You're at the White House right now? It's I don't know if that's true or false, but if it is true, that's awesome. If it is false, then it's still awesome. The White House. Man, what are you doing at the White House right now? I'm thoroughly intrigued. Uh, I honestly didn't realize that. That's cool. I mean, I wish I could be at the White House just to visit and see. Because the last time I went there when I was a kid was after all that stuff happened, so they didn't allow visitors to go in anymore at the time. Well, yeah, but in Finland, you guys have all these cool, colorful houses. Okay, yeah, he's really at the White House. That's 100% true right there. I had a buddy who worked. He's in the Marines. He worked the guard detail there, and said that some of the people did that stuff. That's 100% a White House answer though, right there. Doing some documents and playing Fortnite. Wait, hold on. If you're playing Fortnite, how many seasons have you been playing Fortnite? I'm thoroughly intrigued by this. Is he a cool guy in person? He seems like he'd be a cool guy, pretty straightforward about things. 9 seasons. I started season 3 and then started working so many hours that it became kind of hard to keep up. Fortnite is still a popular game. I think the cool thing about it is it kind of levels the playing field where it becomes skill based versus what you. Plus the weapons do make a difference, but a lot of it's how you can use it because people can win a whole game with one great weapon. Oh, you have PS4? That's what I got too. I'm probably gonna get unsubscribed for this, but PS4 is way better than Xbox. To me, it always has been. That's the first game system I really played. Oh, besides modern game system I ever played on. I remember playing Twisted Metal on PS1. Well, it's when it's always changing now, like it is. It keeps it interesting. And I know it's weird to see a guy that does motovlogging talking about, Fortnite, but everyone always That's the one thing I want to say is like everyone always portrays people that have Harleys or motorcycles like that sense to always just be like that's everything. But to me, it's a big part of my life. But playing video games is fun because I'm also. Hey, Ricky, welcome to the chat. We're talking about Fortnite at the moment, and Nick Gurr is currently in the White House. What's the name? Waleed. Waleed has motorcycles emojis put up. I think they need to change it though because it looks weird. That emoji looks weird to me. It's got like a. I don't even know how to explain the way it looks like an old bobber, which is cool. Not even a bobber, like it looks like a cafe racer, but still. But yeah, that's another reason leading into that, something I forgot. That's another reason I started doing YouTube videos because I wanted people to get a different perspective of people that ride Harleys. Emojis are so cringe. I use trash Windows 10 laptop. Wait, that's got to look funny for you. If that's like the. This one says yay, 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 yay. That's. I'll have to remember that for Windows users when they see the motorcycle emoji. It just says yay, 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 like all excited. Nokia 3310. Wow. No, that's definitely got to be something that I don't think people at Apple really realized was hidden in there, or people really I think that's like maybe an Easter egg from Apple. I don't know. This is getting an iPhone was kind of a big deal to me because growing up, I had the bricks and I had whatever phone was free, and so it runs Spider-Man at 8K 120. Man, maybe I need to switch to Windows. I don't know. All my stuff's connected to Mac though, so Apple. But still, that was another thing is they have the issue with the iPhone 7 where it cuts out and has issues getting signal, so you have to send it out to get a new phone or get it redone, and instead of just replacing your phone, they have to send it out to get it fixed. An iPhone XR. Okay, is the 10R good? I've heard a lot of things about it. Pull the poop out of my bum and eat it. When, where, and how fast? You know what? We didn't see any. We haven't told us about any crazy sports from Morocco yet. I'm still waiting for the crazy sports from Morocco. I so I'm debating on whether or not going to AirPods because eventually that might. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, I have a crazy helmet I wear. But I'm getting Bluetooth. I'm getting a Senna. Well, actually, I'm building a new version of that helmet, and I'm putting a Senna in it to be able to communicate. AirPods are trash. Hey, dude, honestly, that helmet right there is just actually like you. I made that helmet, and it's actually easier for. It's easy to actually make that helmet, and you can always just add stuff to your helmet to make it look cool. For me, the basic helmet I had didn't really fit my personality, and also I wanted something outrageous. It is actually it's a belt qualifier, so inside it's comfy, and it's got the little wind thingy majigger. I don't know, but it is. It's extremely comfortable. That's why I'm making a second version of it, where it's going to have the ability to have the Bluetooth put in, and I have the speakers inside my helmet. So I'm riding, I can communicate with other people and still hear myself talk. Plus, another thing is being able. I mean, distracted driving is not good, but if someone important actually is trying to contact me, I can just connect it and figure out what's going on. It's something I'm thoroughly looking forward to. But yeah, I mean, well, I do because it just makes it easier. I mean, I have. So this is the new hat I got from my local Harley Davidson dealership. It says "Be fast, not last." It's a flat track racing, and flat track racing is probably one of the things I'm most adamant about. I love flat track racing. It's skill based, circle track racing on dirt. I mean, it's kind of got spikes. Ugh. I call it the angler fish, just because this mount right here, like, because you can't with my darker windshield, I can't put it down here because you can't really see through it. Are jeans any good? I've been wearing soft pants for ages. Well, shark. I like that. No, I always wear jeans when I'm riding. The initial use of them is, I mean, you're going to be warm, but you're also going to have that protection that still allows airflow. I know I'm probably getting, they have companies now make riding pants, riding jeans. They're abrasive resistant jeans. So what that means is that they won't, if you do happen to slide or something happens, they won't rip open. So it still keeps that protection there. But yeah, jeans, I mean, honestly, if you get a pair of Levi's, you'll be fine. Levi's will, or whatever jeans you get, will be comfortable and still provide that because denim is still a strong material as it is. And being able to have just that protection there is something that also protect your legs. I think sweaters. I mean, I wear sweaters. I Sweaters are probably the most comfortable thing to ride in. Keeps the sun off you, but I mean, like I said, they still get warm though when you're stopped. I think that's always the problem. When you're riding, the gear you have is comfortable, but it's the point at which you stop and then you're sitting in the sun baking, or if it's cooler out, then the sweater's nice. But uh, actually, a jacket I'm looking at getting here soon is from Harley, and they call it ballistic nylon. Military. Man, you're young. But yeah, so I always get sweaters. They have Kevlar sweatshirts now. something to look at. Where it's a sweatshirt you get that's Kevlar lined, so it gives you that more protection. But Harley has this new jacket out that I'm gonna probably end up getting and testing out. It's what they call ballistic nylon, and it's actually been in research since the 1940s. It was originally developed to be used for aircraft to protect from. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, what then the ballistic nylon was originally designed in the 1940s to protect pilots from damage, and well, you gotta work for it, man. Like you gotta you can't just be away from that's my whole perspective. Like I want my audience to be active, but I also want to be active with my audience. Anytime I get comments on my videos, I try to comment back as soon as possible. And that's what's fun about it when you create the conversation. A matter of weeks. I'm working, man. I'm working to hit that 100 mark. I mean, I'm thoroughly excited to have that opportunity to be able to hit that. But yeah, I mean, really, when it comes to riding gear for you guys, just get something that's protective. I mean, that's the best thing I can tell you is that wearing some form of protective gear is always better than none. It might be warm out, and that's why they have all these companies put out Kevlar. Kevlar is a great one because it's not thick like leather and doesn't absorb heat because they can put it into things that are lighter colored and still give you that same protection. And Kevlar is extremely hard to cut. It does not, like, my brother was in an accident and he had a Kevlar line. It was like a Kevlar shirt he was wearing, and it's still fine. Like, literally ran along the road. In the shower, I wear shorts. I feel like it's just me. You know what? I've done that too. I got swim trunks though. Speaking of which, pool sounds nice, but that'll happen later. Oh yeah, 100% Red Wings fan. 100% Detroit Red Wings. And we got the King coming back, so to be our coach, so I'm pretty excited about that. Arizona though. Yeah. They don't have any naturally occurring ice there. None of those kids grew up being like, I'm gonna go play on the lake and get hurt. You gotta get those kids that grew up in like Canada or Midwest or Northern United States. Like, they don't have any naturally occurring ice. Arizona's so lame, so I like it. Come on. It's just hot. That place is just heat. Well, that's where you just make sure they should be announcing like, hey, I'm getting out of the shower. %. Need to have the announcement there that something's going on. If you're around other people, you can't just like walk out and be like, there's nothing. Always gotta get heads up. Well, if you're not a sports fan, what are the things that you're a fan of? What is besides Fortnite? What are things you like to do? It's got to be something, or is gaming your thing? A fan of? Well, have you ever do you stream on Twitch at all or anything like that? I mean, that's something I used to do. I might even start doing it again. I do have the Switch. I've been playing Splatoon a lot. It's actually a really fun game. Painting everything. What? How'd you get banned on YouTube for streaming? I'm curious about that. That seems like a very interesting thing. I think YouTube banned people from streaming. I was doing offensive stuff. That's all encircling statement right there. I was just doing offensive stuff. Offensive to people or offensive to YouTube? I think that's the big $1,000,000 question right there. He thinks carefully about his answer before he types it in so he doesn't get banned. I'm okay. You say that they removed funny videos. I honestly miss Vine. Vine was just a funny thing, and I think they need to bring it back. Just because people get short, funny videos about stuff and not have to add all the other thing in there. And most of the so I was looking at funny videos on YouTube the other day, and all it does is wants to pull up is AF. Like it always, no matter what you're looking at, it'll direct you to AFB's YouTube channel. Like it's always the recommended. It puts you on there, and it's like I don't want to watch America's play some videos. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out TikTok. Is it like the new? Is it supposed to be the new form of Vine? Is that what they're saying it is? Because I've yet to figure out what TikTok is. You know what? In fact, I'm just gonna Google what is TikTok. What is TikTok? Short videos, short music videos, short looping videos. 30. Oh, so it is like Vine. It's something like Vine. I have yet to explore it. I might have to delve into that later and see what it is. I don't even know how to TikTok account, but I've seen these memes. Wasn't it originally a music thing where people could sing with someone else and then it turned into basically Vine again? I, I, all right, let's send it. I will give you guys my first live reaction to what TikTok is. TikTok. Bunch of funny songs. Well, I think they capitalized on the idea that it really is like Vine. I mean, everyone misses it and loved it. I mean, I had some really funny Vines on mine, but they deleted everything. Which I don't know if they had that saved on a server. I hope Facebook gets taken down forever. And why is that? I'm actually intrigued by that. Because I mean, they seem like they're becoming selective over what can be put on Facebook. And then they created Facebook jail. While we're doing that, I'm going to open this up.
She's my ex. I'm a bad guy. Duh.
It was messed up. Yeah. I don't really what's considered, I mean, I use it for my social media for this, for the motorcycle Mick. But besides that, I rarely post on my Facebook anymore just because there's a lot of opinionated people that are. Yep, I have an Instagram that I use for this too. Actually, it's cool as my Instagram's linked to my Facebook, so every time I post on there, it automatically puts it to my Facebook page for this, which YouTube or Facebook I evidently won't change because originally it was Riding Adventures and I wanted to change it to the Motorcycle Mick, but they said that it's, yeah, there's a lot of negativity in social media. But that's the nature of the beast. People have always been negative. It just gives them a platform to be more negative. We're all 100% negative about it. Just like that whole thing, it got brought up to me the other day about the new, was it like Little Mermaid? And they're using like someone named Haley Berry or Haley Bailey. I don't know what her name is. But this is nothing against a person of any race. But if they're going to stick to the Disney movies they've been making lately, yeah. Facebook just gets the notifications left and right. Or Facebook, Snapchat. But no, I mean that's what I was saying. I was like they put this new actress in there, and you can't portray a red, like straight red haired girl, white girl, and change it for a movie to cater to someone. I think that's the problem with today's movies too, is they're being catered to people versus actually creating what it was meant to be. But yeah, it's hard to use social media in the sense of actual communication just because there's always something. You know, Billy, I probably won't be streaming 20 minutes because I knew I was going to go for an hour and 10, but this won't be the last time. And feel free to comment on videos, man. And if you go to my Facebook, you can always post on there and I can see visitor posts and keep at it, man. But it sucks you can't see that your puppy on his 6th birthday. Him long something. Someone's allergic to free. So. Yeah, I could probably. I mean, I don't really go on the internet as much as I used to for that sense anymore, just because I find I waste a lot of time. And really, with keeping up with a YouTube channel and constantly creating content, it's hard to find time just to, I don't call it waste, but waste on things of that sort. I don't know how old you are, man, but like, I'm 26. I remember when we still had dial-up connections. You had to wait for it to load, and then everyone in the house couldn't use the phone because you're on the internet. And once it started getting more developed, it started getting more interesting and more active on it. And now it's just turned into everyone trying to create pity party and butt hurtness. I'm gonna coin that word, butt hurtness. I'm always off topic. You guys actually get to see like what I'm really like when I'm filming videos. I go from left to right, and then I have to bring myself all the way back. But guys, I've got a family event going on at 2, and I still have a half-hour drive to get over there. 3, 2, 3. Maybe I'm behind. Oh, that means I'm late then. Yeah, I mean, but hey, I appreciate it, man. Remember to stay active. I do have, if you type in the Motorcycle Mick on Facebook, Instagram, I think even my Twitter now says it. I'm always commenting. I'm always talking. Like, if you post something on there, I'm always apt to, or I'm always on there to have a conversation. It's fun to me. But I appreciate everyone that watched. The Motorcycle Mick. The same, if you look at your top of your, I don't know where it is on your screen. Down here, maybe? The Motorcycle Mick. Here. You wait here. All right. Appreciate everyone that watched my live stream. It's the first one of probably more. Might have to make a day of it certain days. But I hope you all take it easy wherever you're at. Have a great day, afternoon, evening. And always remember to ride for freedom.